Hi everyone, it's Sherry. I hope that you're having a wonderful day. Remember these? Well, we had some amazing scraps left over, and I'm going to show you something absolutely fabulous that you can do with them. Stay tuned. Y'all, welcome to my channel. I am so glad that you decided to stop by, and welcome to all of my new friends and to all of my new subscribers. Welcome back to all of my longtime friends and longtime subscribers. Thank you all so much for choosing to be here. I don't know if you had a chance to catch the video where we took 3 of these and made this super awesome 300-page plus notebook. Well, when we did that, we ended up with the scrap booklet. So I'm going to show you how to take the scrap booklet and make something absolutely fabulous. You're not going to believe it. And y'all, here's what I'm talking about. I don't know if you can see this on my wrist, but we are going to make the most adorable little wristlet. I'll give you a closer look at this in just a minute, but y'all know what time it is. It's time to make it. All right, y'all, so here's a closer look at those jumbo notebooks that we made using 3 of these that I got from the Dollar Tree. You can find yours anywhere. Just remove the insides following the video that I'll have linked below, and you can make these amazing notebooks. I mean, look at how many pages we actually have in here. It is super flexible. We used some of that faux leather to make these, and because we took them apart, joined them all together, and replaced the covers, we ended up with these PU covers. And PU stands for polyurethane. I found that out from so many of you. It has a very leathery feel, and they were too cute to actually waste. So I decided I would take it, and y'all, we're going to create the cutest little wristlet. It will hold your cards and some cash if you want, but it really is so stinking cute and so easy to do. I allowed the writing that was on it to be a part of the design. Then I took some of that faux leather that I had to create my handle. But y'all, this is just so adorable. You can see the inside. I used some paper to cover the inside. This is just a fun little novelty item that you can make using this. So I'm going to show you how easy it is to do this. Now, what I'm going to be using, I'll be using some lightweight text paper for the inside liner, and I'll be using some wide tape, and then I'll be using some mini brads. You can use snaps on these, but for this project I'm going to use my mini brads. So we're going to go ahead and finish removing as much of the inside guts as we can. I'm not going to be able to get all of it off, and that's going to be okay. But let's just get as much of it off as we can. I'm even going to go back and take my finger blade and go in between. I don't know if you can see that black and that tan, but I'm going to go in between and see if I can remove some more of this. And so I'm just trying to remove as much of that thickness as I can. All right, y'all, silly me. I went off camera to pull away as much of this backer as I could from my sheet. And here is the one that I was pulling away from. So I started filming without realizing that I hadn't hit record. So what I'm going to do is show you how I got to this step, and then we'll come back to this one because I really wanted to make 2 black ones. So what I did was I peeled away as much as possible because we want this to be pliable and easily folded. So now we need to take it and we need to measure it. So it's about 10 by 7. I am going to take my inside liner piece, which is text weight, and I am going to cut it at 9 3/8 by 6 3/4. And while I have it out, I am just going to go ahead and take my tape, and we're going to cover this in tape. You know, I haven't done that in a long time where I thought I was filming and I wasn't, but it does happen. And now we'll just set this to the side for a minute, and we'll bring in this piece and we're going to make some score marks. So our first score mark is going to be at 1/2 inch. Then we'll score at 3.5, then 4.5, and 7.5. So on the 10-inch side, I scored at 1/2 inch, 3.5, 4.5, and 7.5. Then I'm going to take this 1/2 inch strip, fold it over, and we'll place a piece of tape. And we'll fold that over. That's just giving us a nice finished edge to our little wallet here. So now we can bring this piece in and we can put it down. So I want this piece to be as close to this end here as possible. So I placed it there. Get that nice and stuck. Then we're going to bring that scoreboard back in, and we're going to score at 1 on the 7-inch side, rotate it to the opposite 7-inch side, and score at 1. And so now we're going to go back and just fold and burnish all of those score marks that we made. Okay, so now that we have all of our score marks folded and burnished, I am going to take my scissors and cut up to the first score mark here and the score mark here because we want to free that inside tab. We'll do the same thing over here. Let's cut up to the score mark. We're not cutting through that intersection, we're cutting up to it. And then on this end here, we're going to remove these 2 long pieces. So I am just going to go in and remove these. And so now your piece will look like this. What I'm going to do is I am going to angle on both ends of my flats like that. And then I'll angle here and angle here. And we'll do this on the other side. So now your piece is going to look like this. We will put it together just by bringing it up and folding these in. Then we fold that in and we fold this over. But before I do, I am going to take a piece of tape and I'm going to place the tape on the end where I have that fold over piece that we did earlier. So I'm only going to place one piece of tape, and that's designed to help me hold my place while I put this together. So now we're going to take this. I'm just going to fold up like this. We'll take our tab, fold it in, bring this piece up and this piece up. I'm not going to fully stick it until I make sure that I have it in place. Like that. So now we are at this point. I'm going to go back to the black one because everything that I have laid out is designed for the black one. So now that we have it like this, I wanted to make sure that my sides were nice and even and that it would sit up like this. If it doesn't sit up, that means that it's probably not aligned here on the sides, and that's why I have the tape. You just need to go back and make some adjustments. So now that I have my tape there, I am going to place mini brads, and I'm just going to punch a hole and take my teeny tiny mini brads and put them in like that. So I'm going to place 3 this time, and I'm going to place one right here in the middle, and then I'll place one a little bit closer to the top. So there's my mini brad. All I have to do is go on the inside and flatten it. And then I'm going to place one more right there. How you choose to do yours, guys, is going to be completely up to you. This really is meant to be a fun little project. This is more of a novelty wristlet. So let's just have fun with the process. So I'm placing my brads on this side. I can't really show you my fingers going in and opening the brad because of the camera angle, but I am opening and flattening the brad. All right, y'all, so now we have it on this side and this side. I think it's looking pretty cute. So we can take it and fold it and fold that over. But I do want to just angle the ends a little bit. All right, so what I did with mine is I placed a magnet here on the inside. It's placed about right here. If you don't want to place a magnet, you can certainly use a Velcro dot. But if you do want to place a magnet, go ahead and place it right in here. I should have placed it under the liner, but I didn't. So go ahead and place it on the inside, right in the middle. Let's say, oh, about right there. So now I'm going to take this and put it right there because I want to find my original magnet. So then I'm going to take a glue dot and place the glue dot right there. I'll take the top and I'm going to fold it over, getting it nice and even at the top, and we'll pull it over, grab that magnet, and now we should be able to close it, and we can. So you can cover this magnet if you want with a sticker or some more coordinated paper. I'm just going to leave it as is because there is my sweet little wristlet. Now I just need to add a handle. So here is my handle. All I did was took a piece of that faux leather, cut off a 1/2 inch strip, and I am going to attach it to the back right there. So with it being held like this, I am going to go ahead and just punch through, and then I'll punch through here. I'll take my little mini brad, push it through, I can push it through right there. And we can open that. And then I'm going to add one more mini brad just right here at the bottom because we want this to hold. So I'm just punching that hole. Take my mini brad, put it in like that, and then I'll open it. And now we'll close that top. And y'all, we have another beautiful wristlet. It is absolutely super stinking cute and so easy to make. Now, as I said earlier, if you don't have magnets or you don't want to use a magnet because you don't want it to interfere with your cards or anything like that, go ahead and use a Velcro dot. I'm okay with using a magnet, but some of you might not be. So I wanted to make sure that you know that you can use a Velcro dot on this as well. Now on this one, I placed this little decorative piece here. I am just going to take this little sticker and we're going to put it right there. So I have zoomed in, so hopefully you can see just how gorgeous this is. Y'all, it was so easy, and it's such a great way to use those scraps that you will have left over if you start with one of the polyurethane notebooks, or you start with 3 of them, 4 of them, 5 of them, and join them together. You're going to have those covers left over. Y'all know we don't like to waste anything, so we took our covers, and this is what they are now. It's one of those things, I say it all the time, I wish you could see it in person because it's so stinking cute. So I hope that this has given you an idea for how you can use those covers if you are making those jumbo journals that I shared with you. If you have liked this video, and I certainly hope that you have, please hit the like button. Y'all, if you're not a subscriber to my channel, this is what we do. This is how we do it. So we'd love to have you come and join the ride with us. As always, my friends, y'all, please be safe, be kind, be the reason someone smiles today. Happy crafting, and we'll chat later. Bye.